Hello. My name is Charles Webster Baer, and I'm pleased to announce my new campaign. My first campaign is I'm running for the mayor of Redmond, Oregon, USA, Earth in 2022. And my second campaign is I'm running for President of the United States of America in 2024. So vote Bear. Vote for me, Charles Webster Baer, for mayor of Redmond, Oregon in 2022 and for President of the United States of America in 2024. Thank you very much. I'm running as a libertarian, and that means as a libertarian, I'm for less government and more freedom. I'm fiscally conservative and socially liberal. If it has to do with money, I'm with the Republicans. If it doesn't have to do with money, I'm with the Democrats. That's what it means to be a libertarian, as far as I can tell. And I am a libertarian. But even more so than being a libertarian, even more importantly than being a libertarian, I am a depopulationist. Now, depopulationists like myself believe in depopulationism. And depopulationism is an idea that was created by the Chinese government in the 1980s, the one woman, one child policy. Depopulationists like myself consider it illegal for anybody to reproduce a second time. Depopulationists like myself feel that moving forward, as a human being on Earth in this millennium, you have two choices. You can not reproduce at all, which is the correct choice, or you can reproduce once. But there's no third option anymore. And this is because depopulationists like myself feel that the number of people on the planet Earth needs to be decreasing. Right now, the number of people on planet Earth is increasing, and that's the incorrect direction. Because if the number of people on Earth continues to increase, then we'll destroy the planet. And we'll destroy the environment, and we'll destroy ourselves. It's a suicide course. Because if the number of people on the planet Earth continues to increase, eventually we'll get to a tipping point where there's not enough trees and plants on the planet to create enough oxygen for us to breathe, and then everybody suffocates to death. And that's a bad idea. Humans don't have the right to kill the planet. Humans don't have the right to threaten the planet. And therefore, we need to play it safe and do a U-turn and start going in the correct direction. Now, once we establish a decline in the human population on Earth, then we will continue that decline for however long it takes, maybe a few centuries. And eventually we'll arrive at a sustainable level of people on the planet Earth. Now, this is a number for future generations to determine, but I'm going to go ahead and guess it's around 2 or 3 billion people. And it may take us 400 years to get there, and that's okay, just as long as we're going in the correct direction, which is down. And that's depopulationism. And I think it's time for Americans to lead the world in the correct direction, just like the Chinese have been doing for the last 35 years. I think it's time for Americans, and especially Oregonians, to stand up and lead by example. I think it's time for real leadership, and that's why I'm running for mayor of Redmond, Oregon, and for president of the United States of America. And I'd appreciate your support. Please vote for Charles Webster Baer. Thank you very much. Now, I've also got a plan for a world government called GIG, Global Internet Government. And I created this plan, GIG, 20 years ago. And basically, right now we have a world government, and it's doing a good job. It's the United Nations and the International Monetary Fund. And GIG fully supports the UN and the IMF. And GIG is going to help and assist the UN and the IMF. And because right now the United Nations is uniting the planet politically with freedom and democracy and equality and female reproductive rights. Female reproductive rights means that all females on Earth have the right to total and free access to all forms of birth control, including abortion. And any government that does not completely support this is an illegitimate government and will be replaced by a legitimate government, global internet government. So the United Nations is uniting the planet politically, and GIG's going to assist the United Nations in doing that, and even eventually take the lead in that regard. And the International Monetary Fund is uniting the planet economically with transparency and trade agreements and balanced budget amendments and regional currencies. And GIG is going to assist the IMF in doing this, especially with a lot of ways, mainly by making every financial transaction by every government on Earth immediately public online so that everybody can see where all the money's going, who's getting it, how much they're getting, when they're getting it, what they're doing with it, etc. So GIG's going to provide all human beings with a platform to participate in and contribute to the world government. And I've already done this privately with Global Internet Government because that's my business. But I'm also willing to do this publicly by creating a global internet government for the American government and for the Oregon state government. Because that's how I roll. So it's time for Americans to lead, and it's time for Oregonians to lead by example. It's time for us to do the right thing right here, right now, and then we'll have the moral authority to tell the rest of the world what to do because we've already done it. So please vote for me, Charles Webster Baer, for mayor of Redmond, Oregon in 2022. And please vote for me, Charles Webster Baer, for president of the United States of America in 2024. As a libertarian, and mainly, above everything else, as a depopulationist. Because, you know, there's no other option, basically. We have to do this, and we will. It's merely a question of if we do it fast enough, if we do it quick enough. Because if we do it too late, then that's a problem. So let's do it now and get it over with. It's our destiny as Americans to save the planet. It's our destiny as Oregonians to lead the world by example. We need to do it first here, and then we can help everybody else do it everywhere else. So we need to do the right thing, starting in our own minds and our own hearts, and then get it right in our own heads, and then get it right in our communities, our states, our countries, our planet, our solar system, our galaxy, and so forth and so on. Okay, it's logic, it's common sense, and we're behind schedule. So we need to play catch up and get this party started. So please vote for me, Charles Baer. You can go to my website, globalinternetgovernment.com. You can call me up on the phone and say, hey, what's going on? And I'll be like, not much, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, all right. Well, that's about all I have to say for today. And have a great day and a great year and a great new year. Adios.